All right, it's live at 5, and a lot of stuff we can talk about today with offer review. But yes, the PvP milestones reset. It took me about 6-7 minutes before they showed up in mine. And then we also want to talk about the blog post for today. The biggest problem I have about the blog post is no word of Symbiote Spider-Man. My goodness, man. One of the most important characters in the game, and he has gone missing. Please, please, please bring him to the Milestone Orbs. And also Reminix upset over new blog. She-Hulk going into Fantastic Four, and Fantastic Four effectively being forced into a position where they have to be on defense. Imagine if you spent oodles of resources on Fantastic Four, T4s and Gear 14, and that was like your main team for offense on War. And now you're going to be forced to get She-Hulk and spend money and upgrade her, of course. And if you're a Kraken, you're going to do that. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to just opt out of She-Hulk. I imagine this is going to be a highly optional character for a lot of people. But for some people, they're going to get her, and then, what, they're not going to play their Fantastic anymore? I guess. That's just the way it goes, I suppose. But shouldn't minions be on defense? Reminix made a very compelling case. It's like, where's Taserface? Why don't we have Ravager Stitcher? Shouldn't that be a defensive war team? Shouldn't minions be on defense? Why do we have to take our premier Fantastic Four team and banish them to be on defense? I get it. A lot of people are not a thing. And then what do you got right here? We got a picture right here of She-Hulk yeeting Namor, right? And I got to get a shout out to Stochasticism, who says maybe Namor would be quite good on an offensive team with Zemo. Maybe it'll be Zemo and friends with Namor. I think there is a ton of places for Namor to thrive on offense inside of War, and we'll have to see where that is. His turn meter is quite good. His ultimate is quite good. We'll have to see. Let's go to offer review. I saw a bunch of offers, and PvP is still running, so everything stands. There were two questions from yesterday that I wasn't sure about. Is PvP going to be recurring? And it looks like it is. It appeared today. And the other thing too, is the Blitz on Sunday going to count for the 35 points per battle? Because there's been some issues with that. We're talking about the ones with the premium orbs, the one with the red stars, the Sunday ones. Whether or not it's going to give the Sinister, whatever they're called, the 35 points per win on Sunday. Because if that's not true, then there's some problems with the math. And I just want to point out, you actually can play this event without PvP. If you don't want to, you can blitz a lot. And big shout out to Jimmy, who said to me, no more blitzing, and he effectively purchased most of the packs, so I'm not going to have to blitz much. Thank you, Jimmy. That's going to save me literally several hours a day. It's probably 1 to 2 hours a day that I'm not going to have to blitz for the next 10 days, maybe 20 hours. Thank you very much, Blitzing. I am Groot offer. Yes. If you need Groot and you're working on Guardians, and I still think Guardians is a fairly solid pick, one of the best solid picks for early teams. Guardians and Groot is a necessary. The one that's really hard to get really right now is Rocket. But anyways, I am Groot. Yeah, 50 shards for $2. Sure, why not? I'm going to say no on this. The reason I'm going to say no on this is SBCs, to go up to gear tier 14 on some characters, it's anywhere from 540 up to 1440 per character. So let's just say some characters are 1,000. It takes an average of 1,000 SBCs to go to 14. And according to the data mines from the Blitz, how you can come across 15s in Blitz, well, that data was pulled out of the game. And if that is accurate, it looks like we might need an additional 1,500. And some characters might need 2,500 SBCs to go to max gear tier. Think about that. How many times do you have to buy this pack to max out a character? Oof. These are not the same as ABCs. ABCs, you only need like 350. These you might need 1,500 to 2,500. It's like different currencies. It's like comparing like Canadian dollars to US dollars or Australian dollars. I mean, they're different exchange rates. Anyways, I don't know if that analogy made sense. But anyways, let's move on. Advanced Tech Gear Offer. I like this right here. This is probably the best price I've seen these for. If you need these pieces for tech, you get 40 of each one of these pieces for $10. If you need it, this is about as good as I've seen these priced, so I do like that. I'm not going to buy myself. Superior unique gear offer, and this is for tech. And my suggestion on this is if you are in the cosmic node of Dark Dimension 3 and you are there without your Minerva at gear tier 14 and you need these pieces, I would highly recommend this. I wish this pack was available when I was stuck without Minerva going into the cosmic nodes. I guess that's node what? Nodes 9 through 9, 10, 11, 12. Oof. Pretty much Minerva, Ebony Maw, and Hela are quite good there. And this is a nice thing. All right. There's another offer for $25. The one that was right above it. And all four of them were purchased by Jimmy, which basically effectively got me about halfway through the campaign. I'm not going to have to do any blitzing. So basically the way this event is working is that you need to be grindy and diligent in PvP and Blitz. And if you're a free-to-play player and you're a grinder, you're a hardcore blitzer, you love this event. Also, if you just don't want to spend the time, you have the option of spending $100 and foregoing a lot of time. It's a function of money or playing the game in time. And so I imagine there's a lot of people in the middle that don't have the time and are unwilling to spend the money, and they'll just get the rewards they're going to get. But the pack that's $25 was a better value for me than this $20 pack. Let's move on. The same thing is true. I also wanted to shout out this pack right here. I'm not going to buy this because I'm actually flushed with red stars and gold orbs currently. This is not a meaningful amount. But even without this 600, this pack adds up according to the Mobile Boomer valuation. We've got basically 6 red star orbs at, let's say at best they're worth $3 a piece. So that is worth $18 in Mobile Boomer math. $2 a piece for these, so that's $4. So we got 18 plus 4 is 22. And then I typically value these at $3 a piece. So that does add up to over $25. And you get this. So this is a reasonable deal for what you get. I'm not going to be buying it right now because I don't need the red stars. Don't really need the gold orbs currently. And so we're going to move on. Anyways, good deal. Extraordinary Energy Bundle. I liked this better yesterday when we had 2x energy. And I was able to buy this, and I did the double energy, the double gold drop. I misspoke. The double gold drop, which was yesterday. Double gold drop yesterday. And this equated to about 1.1 million. Anyways, this is anytime that there's double something, this is probably a decent deal. Plus, this 2200 does translate into to the event energy because campaign energy gets a point apiece. Anyways, let's move on. Sinister Assembly offer. Okay, for $2. All right, you get 100 energy, which also equates to 100 of these. So basically, you get 400 because when you spend 100 energy, you're going to get that, and then you got a blitz charge. I don't know how I feel about this. I have to do the math on it. I actually like the one that was $25 the best. Advanced Basic Catalyst offer. This is a buy. If you need ABCs, this is going to be the best price. They've offered them at 10 cents a piece. $5 for 50 is a reasonable pricing. I just want to say there is a ton of these in the event. When you get through the milestones, several of the milestones give out 50, and one of them even gave out 75. So the rewards for this event are quite good. If you have a time and interest in PvPing and or blitzing, it is definitely worth your time if for the rewards, or if you are spender to spend the money, because it looks like the rewards are worth it. Now, I did re-poll chat on PvP as far as very polarizing topic right now is, do you like PvP? Do you not like PvP? And the results came back 60% hate and 40% like. It seemed like it was almost 2 to 1. So I got to say the PvP, people are not liking it as much when they're forced into doing it. I got to tell you, as someone that likes PvP at a certain level, it's kind of it's not that much fun when you're playing against somebody that doesn't want to play and it's just an auto lose. I get it. But I actually enjoyed the game mode when I was just doing it randomly in the middle of the night, playing against people that wanted to play for no rewards. But anyways, Gold Orb Draft. This is not a buy. Plus, we do not have a a significant milestone event running right now. The M event is over. Gold orbs are worth at best $2 a piece. So $2, $4, $6. On average, that adds up to less than the $5 cost. Not a great value, but if you need gold, fine. It's not a great deal. That's like a C- deal. But if this was M event was running right now, this would be better off. Now, the M event will be coming back. I don't know when, but they did say in a blog post that there was going to be 2 Emma events. Now, we've already had 1 event. Now, the second event may be a different length of time, may have a different reward structure, but they did say there were going to be 2 Emma events. So we've done 1. There's going to be 1 more. Let's move on. Exclusive training offer. My goodness. The grind is real. Please, Fox Next. We need some sort of training materials monthly event or something. My goodness. It's just maybe a blitz for training materials, maybe like add a third one on Sundays, have a training material blitz or something. My goodness. At best, these are worth $2 a piece is what I'm valuing at now. So that doesn't really add up. But this is a problem. The shortage is real. I'm experiencing it right now personally. Premium orb pack. This is not a good buy right here. At best, premium orbs are worth $1 a piece. So we've got about $4 of value there. And then we've got a Kingpin orb, which does have training materials, SBCs, orange gear, and ABCs. Pretty much the only bad thing in the Kingpin orbs, which can be purchased with arena currency, is Kingpin. But I don't know that they're even worth 50 cents or so. But anyways, that's not a buy. Let's move on. Endless Energy Bundle. I actually prefer the one up there for $20 US. Better than this one right here. This is a normal offer. This offer comes up twice a week. I do recommend this if you're a player under level 75. This will help you get advanced faster, plus allow you to farm tons of character shards and get gold. And I specifically like this when there is double drop events. But don't forget, 2 times 0 is 0. I did it a bunch with Teenage Warhead. Boy, 100 energy 0. 100 energy 0. It's unbelievable, man. That is the most disappointing feeling when it's like, wow, what's the point of having double or triple drops when you're going to still get 0? You should be guaranteed drop rate. Orb draft. At best, premium orbs are worth $1 a piece. Gold orbs, $2 a piece. Ability orbs are useless. Nobody likes you, you ability orbs. Get out of my face, you ability orbs. Seriously, something wrong with these ability orbs. Nobody likes them. I will not be buying that just because they're in there. If this was the same one, without the ability orbs, I would actually suggest this pack. Let's move on. War Consumable Bundle. Hail Hydra. We've had 3 off wars. We've gotten matched up against 3 of the largest alliances in the game. Baby Yoda, Pants the Hulk, and Burns When I Cree. Literally 50, 40, 50, 30, I don't know. Tens of millions punch up. Something's wrong with your matchmaking. How does that go 3 weeks in a row? Well, but the top guilds have to play against someone. I guess that's us. Auto lose. We've had 3 wars off. So anyways, I'm not going to be buying this today because I've had 3 wars off. An entire week where we haven't played Alliance War at all. Can't wait to test that Power Armor team with Ultron. Because maybe Iron Man will be going to Avengers. I really want to see that in a competitive war. If we have a competitive war tonight, we will be buying this. And the reason why we buy this is because war and competitive wars is a race to finish first. Say that again. I know that most people are playing and there's not full clears, but when you're playing and highly coordinated and people are buying the pack of shame, it's a race to finish first. And let me tell you something about a 10-hour war, which is really fast, right? Right, this war will start tonight at 6. If this is a competitive war that's going to end in 10 hours, that means I will have to set my alarm for 3:15 in the morning to do my last attack. And the only reason that happens is because we're buying the pack of shame. $10 for this extra energy right here. Yes, you can refresh. If you have like an abundance of Blitz currency, you can refresh the Blitz store and buy more of these 2 right here. But if you don't have an abundance of Blitz currency because you don't Blitz a lot, then this is how you fuel that. It's kind of, I don't really, I do enjoy Alliance War. It's probably one of my favorite things in the game. But I don't like that it's a race to finish first versus efficiency. To some degree, it's an efficiency because if you have more than 24 losses, if you have 25 losses, then you can't finish in the 10-hour mark, and then we're finishing the war at 7 in the morning rather than 3:15 in the morning. But that's another story. I do like the game mode. I don't like that it's time zone specific, and because it's time zone specific, you know, the largest alliance are fractured into different time zones, and they don't really get to play each other. And that would be nicer if it was a little bit more balanced in that respect. Anyways, let's move on. Pack of shame, guys. If you want to win your wars, spend money. It's a function of spending, not anything else. Ugh, yuck. Nefarious pack. Let's move on. Ultimate Orb Frenzy offer. Gold orbs at best are worth $2 a piece. Premium orbs at best are worth $1 a piece. So that adds up to $18. Not a good value, in my opinion. And then we're at the dregs right here. There's one offer I want to talk about right here because I know that people have an abundance of energy. And I was thinking, you know, if you spend 150 energy on 150 cores on energy, well, if you get the 50s, wouldn't the 50s is gonna be better, but I guess you're gonna be at the hundreds. I don't know. I think this is a very mediocre deal. It's okay if you need the blitz refreshes, I guess the blitz charges, I guess it's fine. But I'm not overly excited about that one right there myself personally. We're gonna skip over to the free-to-play accounts and quickly go through that and talk about these offers. Quake offer, $10 for 100 character shards is reasonable enough if it saves you time farming. And then right here, 200 energy is probably worth about $2 right there anyways. So let's just keep going and scroll through these offers. And then I'm going to recap the ones that we reviewed. That's a buy if you want to. I don't like that one there. I do like that one there. I like that one there situationally if that helps you get through Dark Dimension 3 with Minerva if you're stuck on the Cosmic. This is the Kraken I don't want a blitz offer where you can spend $100 to bypass blitzing on the large part or significant amount of blitzing. You might have to do still some blitzing, but a large chunk of your blitzing will be completely washed out right here with the purchase of 4 of these. Like I said, Jimmy bought that for me. This is the purple gear, not as attractive. The blue gear, not as attractive. I do like this one right here if you need red stars, gold orbs, and you want the electro orbs. I liked this better yesterday when we had double gold. Sinister Assembly offer. This one here I'm kind of lukewarm on. It's fine. I do like the ABC offer. Bright Persona offer. I wish I could get more excited about Doc Ock and Electro. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just looks like an offensive war team, and I'm not nearly as excited about this, but I am going to be getting Doc Ock on Monday, and I have oodles, like 120, 130 Red Star Orbs available to open up, plus 11 Elite 4s and 3 Elite 5s. It's going to be an interesting orb opening. I'm going for a 5 Red Star Doc Ock. We're going to do that on Monday. Come out and hang out with us at Server Reset. We're going to do it. Mercenary Mayhem Orb. The problem I have with this orb is that typically only 2 of the mercenaries in this pack are playable in war, which is Merc Lieutenant and Merc Right Guard. Merc Sniper and Merc Soldier typically are trash tier characters in my opinion. I mean, there's some people that use Merc Sniper in a Merc team, but most people use Killmonger and or Korath or Shuri. So largely this offer right here, half of the character shards are trash tier characters, where the staple character, in my opinion, at least is useful inside of Blitz and War, which Merc Lieutenant and Merc Right Guard are. Anyways, just keep that in mind if you decide to buy this. And the reason why they're running this is because the payday event, which is a monthly event, is running right now. And that requires mercenaries to get through the perk today. Ooh, House of Essex offer. Okay. Mr. Sinister is a top 10 character in the game. He's available in the War Store with that valuable War Store currency. There's 2 other characters that are, at least 2 other characters that are competing. I think maybe 3 characters are competing for that War Store currency. Domino, X23, Sif, Carnage, and Mr. Sinister. Now, Miss Sif is needed for Black Bolt, and X23 is needed for Doc Ock, and Mr. Sinister is just quite good. So is this $30 worth 50 character shards? I don't know, man. He doesn't help you unlock a legendary character, but he's quite impressive himself, believe me. top 10 character. Now, the one thing that Mr. Sinister's relevance in most game modes may be diminished by the introduction of ISO 8, because in the last version in the playtest server of ISO 8, the clone from Mr. Sinister did not get the benefits from ISO 8, which was also true of Phoenix. So that is a question that has not been answered. Is Phoenix and Mr. Sinister going to get the benefits on their summons and his clone from ISO 8? We don't know. So that may, but he seems to me have a relatively power creep proof kit. He's an important character. Like I said, a top 10 character. Anyways, this is horrible pricing. 50 shards for $30. My goodness. If you're gonna just scam us with that pricing, at least give us some shards. Anyways, you decide if you're gonna buy it. I don't know. Thor. I think you can get Thor elsewhere. But the reason why you would do this right here, I think Thor is raid store. But the reason why you do this is if you're trying to get Black Bolt. Anyways, let's keep going on. No, Heimdall. Heimdall, I believe, is an arena character. Pretty easy to get there. This is outrageous prying. The only character really that I would suggest out of the Asgardians buying right here would be Hela. Hela's kind of going to be the choke point, right? Hela, I would believe is worth it. No. I think we're going to have all duplicate offers from here on out, and that will wrap up offer review. Let me know what you think in the comment section about She-Hulk going to Fantastic Four. Do you have an extreme hatred for tags and kits that are specific for defense on war? I know I read that comment quite a bit, and I'm interested in your feedback. Okay, we do this every day live at 5 right here on Twitch, which is at server reset. That is when the new blitzes start. That's also when the new packs come out. That's also when the Alliance donations reset, which is 5 o'clock Pacific time. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.
I think the girls with their nails done now.